More changes coming to the trail near Rainey Street in downtown Austin.
After 2 recent drownings in Lady Bird Lake, Austin City Council is taking new permanent steps to keep people in the entertainment district safe. KVUE's Ford Sanders joins us live from the trail to break down what's in the works. Ford?
Quita, Brian, that's right. Well, we actually spent the day walking up and down the trail looking for some of those more temporary changes like the fencing and also things like signage. But I think what's important is right now when it's dark. Now, for the last 20-30 minutes, we hadn't seen any officers, but you might see them right now. They've got a group of at least 10 or so right there on their bikes going up and down this trail. But the other important thing that without those officers, there is zero lighting on this trail. I don't see a single temporary light. You might see across the lake, there's a light right there, but again, that's across the lake. It's not actually on the trail near Rainey. But with some of those more permanent options that were approved today by City Council, it's going to bring about some of the things that families have been pushing for years. It's like any other day on the trail next to Lady Bird Lake. People running, walking their dogs, and biking. But all eyes are on this trail as Austin City Council decided to add more permanent safety improvements.
Is there any objection to the adoption of item number 77? Hearing none, item number 77 is adopted.
It's the first step, and it's not. It wouldn't be proper to be complacent or just to take this as that final win.
It all stems from 2 recent drowning deaths in Lady Bird Lake near Rainey Street, but those aren't the only ones. Council approved item 77 to start the process of adding police halo cameras and more permanent lighting and increasing patrols, but not everyone's convinced.
Until there's action, like true action, true things come in, to fruition. And right now it's just empty promises. And so, yeah, talk is cheap.
For Melanie Raymond, this hits close to home. In 2015, her brother Julio Santos III went missing after a night out and was found dead days later in the lake. His death was ruled suspicious at first, but police later said there was no foul play. That's something Melanie and her family still have a problem with today.
We knew from the beginning, and we still believe that this was not an accident. This is not a coincidence that's happening to these other gentlemen.
With council safety measures approved today from item 77, there's already some of those safety measures in play, like this temporary fence right here that's along the trail. Also a sign just like this, warning of drowning risk. But you see that there's actually a break in the fence, and it's not the only one. There's a couple along this trail. Now, it's probably for kayak or boat access, one could believe, but it also leaves the lake wide open to the trail.
We saw the temporary fencing and the lighting and the signage go up, but we obviously know that that wasn't enough.
Councilmember Zoe Caudry says the city's also working with bar owners on Rainey Street to raise awareness and possibly distribute drink testing strips. Both things that trailgoers like Dan Bazade say is necessary.
Rainey Street has turned into the new Dirty Six, so I'm sure there's definitely people trying to slip something in someone's drinks.
We shouldn't have to worry when we go downtown, and if we drink and have fun, we shouldn't have to worry about not coming home.
Again, we just saw a pretty large group of officers on their bikes on the trail, but it's important to note again, you look behind me, that trail is completely pitch black, not seeing any of that temporary lighting. However, even after today's vote in council, there's no set timeline as to when some of those permanent changes could be coming, like the halo cameras, more lighting, things like that. But it's now up to the interim city manager Garza to go ahead and implement those changes. Quita, Brian.